All right, it's time for Tail-Wagger Wednesday with Sarah from the Pocatello Animal Shelter. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
And who do we have here?
This is Steve.
Steve is a beautiful, beautiful dog. He's so soft and just so beautiful. And his eyes, oh my heaven, just this blue eyes. How old is Steve?
We estimate Steve to be about a year old.
Oh, really? So he's still kind of puppy age a little bit?
He's still pretty young, has a few puppy tendencies here and there.
All right, and so what type of breed do you think he is?
We think he's mostly lab, with something like a husky, maybe Great Pyrenees, one of those northern breeds mixed in there.
I feel like I see the husky eyes in there a little bit.
Yes, he does have the blue eyes.
So what is Steve's personality like?
Steve's a pretty friendly, outgoing guy. He likes to say hi to people. I've seen him be a little more nervous here, which is a little strange for him, but you know, all the lights and cameras and everything moving around.
His big debut on Tail-Waggers.
But he's just a super playful guy. He's one of those dogs who just wants to be involved. So he's gonna be one who'll probably follow you around the house, see what you're doing all the time, and just hoping he can help out in some way.
And do we know if he's good with kids?
I don't think we've seen him around too many kids yet. Like most dogs, he'd probably do okay with kids who are respectful of his space and not being too rough with him.
Right, and how about housebroken?
We don't know if he's housebroken or not. So like any new dog bringing in your home, just expect to do some potty training with him and be pleasantly surprised if he takes on right away.
And how about neutered?
He is neutered and he's all ready to go home.
And any special needs or any medical needs, anything like that?
He doesn't really have any special needs, but he does have his, if I can get him to turn around here, his right eye is clouded over. We're not quite sure what had happened. He came to us that way. Our vet looked at him and it doesn't seem to be painful, but we don't think he has much vision out of it.
Right.
So it's just important to know that if you have kids or anyone coming to meet him, that he might be a little more sensitive if you approach him from that side.
Got it, all right. Well, next week is Thanksgiving, and we all know we're going to have these big, beautiful Thanksgiving dinners and meals that we love to sometimes slip our pets a little Thanksgiving treat. So what food items should we not be giving our dogs on Thanksgiving Day? Is there any certain items we should definitely not be handing them? Oh,
absolutely. Dogs can eat a lot of things, but some of the things you want to make sure you avoid giving them is anything with onions themselves, garlic, grapes. Dogs just do not do well. Chocolate's a big one too. Those are the main ones that you want to avoid feeding them at any cost, just because they can immediately have a really bad effect on your dog. Some other things you want to just be careful of to make sure they don't get any of are corn cobs. Dogs can eat corn, but you don't want to give them corn cobs because it can either get lodged in their throat or cause an obstruction in their bellies. And then you want to make sure that if you're giving them any turkey, you avoid giving them any bones because those two can splinter and cause internal problems. But otherwise, it's pretty safe to give them pieces of turkey itself, pieces of ham, corn, just not the cob, mashed potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good for dogs. So those are some things you can give them.
Okay, and the turkey's okay, even though it kind of has a little bit of greasy texture or whatever to
Turkey's okay.
Turkey's okay.
Like anything, you want to give it in moderation. You don't want to give them the whole turkey, but yeah, it's okay to give them
So they can have a little bit of Thanksgiving treat too.
Oh yeah, I always make my dogs a plate at home.
I love that. That's awesome. All right, thank you so much, Sarah. If you want to adopt Steve, just go on up to the Pocatello Animal Shelter. He is looking for a forever home, and you can have him just in time for Thanksgiving too.
That'd be great.
Thank you so much, Sarah.